Hey everyone, this is a video for all the people out there looking for a new MIDI keyboard controller, and if you want to have the usual suspects compared, this might be a good video for you. Or if you already have the Akai Mpk 49 and you want to see how well it works with Reason, that might be a good video for you as well. So I'm going to start with a little comparison of the 3 or 4 usual suspects in that $300 to $400 price range, and yeah, let's start first with the Oxygen. So, you know, I wanted to buy a 49 keys keyboard, so I went to a store that had all of them, and I compared them. I played them a little to see how they work and how they feel. And in the end, I went for the Akai Mpk 49, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. So, this is the Oxygen 49, and what I didn't like about that keyboard was that cheapish plastic feeling to it, and yeah, you know, the sliders, they don't feel very nice to move them. They will do the job, of course, the knobs as well, but they have that plastic feeling that I didn't kind of like, so that was a reason for me to say no. And it also doesn't have pads, so if you're not a big drummer and you want to use pads, the Oxygen is certainly not a keyboard for you. What I can say about the keys itself, I don't know. For me, they were too easy to play. It's hard to describe. It's yeah, I don't know. They felt kind of like your old keyboard that you were playing as a kid. Yeah, that's all I can say. I didn't like it. I have to say that if you want to buy one, buy a 49 keys keyboard or whatever, I definitely recommend you to go to a store and check them out, play them a little to see how you like them, because there's a difference to every keyboard. So that was the Oxygen. Let's go to the M Audio Axiom. I like this one better. It was heavier, sturdier, it had a better feeling to it. The keys were better too. But what I didn't like was the sliders again. I think this is the new Axiom, and they redid the sliders, faders a little. So they're pretty flat, so you have to use your fingertips to move them around. Which, I didn't like that, but you know, maybe you do, so go check it out. Knobs were fine, pads were okay as well. I think they're the same size as the Akai Mpk 49, I'm not sure. Again, I have to say the keys, they were the second best from all the 4. I compared the M Audio Axiom, the Oxygen, the Novation SL MK2 and the Akai. And I have to say that the keys, I liked those won the second place for those keys here. Yeah, let's go to the third one, the Novation 49 SL MK2. And look at this keyboard, man, it looks pretty fucking neat, right? I mean, it really does. In person, if you see it, it looks great. It has a good feeling to it. What is really great about this one are those knobs right here, because you have little LEDs that indicate you the values that you have set. So let's say you have oscillator 1 and you want to know how what values you have. You don't have to look at your screen, at your laptop or your PC computer screen. You have it right there on your keyboard, which can be good if you play live or something. That's pretty cool. And what is really cool, and this one is the only keyboard that features this, I think. I'm not sure how well the Axiom can do this on this screen, but what you have here on the Novation 49 SL MK2 is a little LCD screen that indicates, you know, knob 1, oscillator 1, or knob 3 is going to be the attack, or knob 5 is going to be the release, or whatever. So it's easier. You automatically know what each knob does, and that can be cool, because you don't have to learn the positions of all the knobs, because you know, on all other keyboards here, they're just the sliders just have name. It's fader 1, fader 2, fader 3, knob 1, knob 2, knob 3, etc. So auto mapping does the work, but you have to learn what each fader does, and here you, for a certain amount, you don't have to. But for me, the reason to not buy this keyboard were the pads. I mean, look at the knobs, and look how tiny the pads are. They're really tiny, and if you're not that much of a big drummer like I am, and you wanna use the pads to actually design your drums, to that, I think it doesn't really work, because you know, when the pad is as big as your fingertip, that's going to be problematic, especially for live use as well. What this one has is this nice XY axis controller. I don't know, I don't think every software can make use of it. I'm not sure, I can't tell you much about it, but it's certainly a nice feature. What I didn't like about this keyboard were the faders. They are also pretty flat, so you have, again, to use your fingertips. And they felt cheap. I didn't expect it, because you know, it's the most expensive keyboard from all the four. But they felt not good, and the keys, I think it's a matter of taste. Either you like them or not. So go to the store, check them out, but for me they were too easy to play, too little feedback from it. They felt like your keyboard from childhood. So much about that. I'm going to tell you now why I chose the Akai 49, and I went for the Akai mostly because of the keys. I really like the keys, the feeling of them, the feedback I get. It's like you really have to press it to get something out of it. And I like the faders. You know, they have such a better quality feeling to them. Also the knobs. Of course, you will get the job done with any other knobs as well, but you know, it's only, I don't know, maybe $50 or so more expensive than the. No, actually, I think it's the Axiom and the Akai. They're pretty much in the same price range, so I went for this one because the faders, they feel so nice, and the faders as well. It's not just it's, you know, you have to do a little work to pull them around, which I like. And the pads. I'm not much of a drummer, so I went for the pads. They are very big. They are velocity sensitive, of course. Yeah, and in general, this is a pretty heavy keyboard, which I like. I like sturdy stuff that makes a good quality impression. I think the quality, the build quality is pretty cool, and it's pretty heavy too. So if you like that, that's definitely something for you. Good, so let's take a look at how this keyboard works in Reason. The good thing is here, there's no preset for auto mapping for your keys and faders in Reason. So you can switch around here. There's many presets actually. There's a preset for Light, Ableton, Reason, Cubase, Sonar, I don't know, GM Media, whatever. And you can do your own presets as well, of course. But we're going to stick with Reason. So you load up your preset and automatically maps your buttons and everything to the right place. And something for the FL Studio users out there, I'm not sure if there is a preset for it. I couldn't find one, but that doesn't mean there isn't one. So maybe you ask Akai or inform yourself about that. I don't know, but we're Reason users, so let's go into Reason. And what can I show you first? You probably are interested in how auto mapping works, and once you have loaded your preset here, it's your faders, in my opinion, they're mapped pretty in a good way. It's easy to learn, so let's go to Thor. It's the best example. Let me load up my little tool here, and now you can see here I have filter 1, filter 2, let's turn on filter 3 as well. And right now I'm in filter controller bank 1, and this gives you, in total you have 24 knobs and 24 filters, not faders, sorry. Because let's say you're in mode A, then those are your first 8 faders. You go to B, then you have faders 8 to 16. When you go to mode C, you have faders 16 to 24, obviously. And yeah, Akai did a pretty good job on auto-mapping these buttons, because, you know, let's start with the faders here. Fader 1 and 2 are going to control your frequency of your filter 1, and fader 2 is going to control resonance on filter 1. And fader 2 and 3 are going to control the same on filter 2, and fader 5 and 6 are going to control, oh sorry for that, are going to control filter 3. So that's pretty cool. And same goes for knobs. Knob 1 gives you control on the filter envelope 1. Knob 2 is going to set the drive on filter 1. Then same third knob, filter 2 envelope, fourth knob, drive, and so on and so forth. And that's the same with other instruments. So the subtractor. I'm still in mode A here, so the 2 faders are going to... what are they doing? Let me see. What is happening? Oh yeah, now it's working. Wrong instrument. Nice. So what you see here is, again, filter 1, first 2 faders, filter 2, other 2 faders, and filter envelope is controlled by the last 4. And that works, that's pretty much the same everywhere, and it works also with the faders, everything. You can, you know, you have to learn it, you have to play around with it to learn what controls what, but let's, I don't know, let's say, what is this? Yeah, keyboard tracking, whatever, you have to learn what knob does what. That's a bit annoying in the beginning, but once you figure it out, I mean, I personally, I'm using the filter faders a lot, and what you do use a lot, you will learn easier. So so much for the knobs. Let's go to playing. Maybe I will show you the performance controls. Let me quit this little tool right here. So what we do have here, performance controls, right? The Akai does have an integrated arpeggiator. So let's say I turn this on, and you know, it plays automatically for you, and you can also press down this little edge button here. And if you release your hands, it will play automatically for you, and you can, you know, do all kinds of stuff. And of course you can hit the record button, and it will record automatically everything you want in the sequencer. You can also change the tempo here. This is a cool feature. The button is called time division, so, you know, you can change your speed. And Reason will record everything you did there right into your sequencer. So that's cool. Let me check. What else can I show you? Yeah, let's go to the pads. I'm not a really big drummer, so I always had difficulties with that. So I did, before I had this keyboard, I did my stuff with Octarex, but now with the pads I really can design my own drums, which is cool. And you know, the pads are great, they work. If you press them lighter, it will give you less sound out of it. If you press them harder, that's how it works. You have a full level button, so it gives you full sound level. And you can also hit the no repeat button here and do that kind of stuff. Oh, pretty fast, huh? Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you know, so that works awesomely perfect. I really like the pads. Yeah, what else? I can show you another thing which is pretty cool. What is really cool about this keyboard is that you don't have to use your mouse so much anymore, because there's everything right on the keyboard, right? You can switch your instruments right here with those two buttons right here. So that's pretty cool. You can also, if you say, oh, okay, I don't like this patch here, I'm going to play this one. Oh, that's not a good one. Oh, I have to change this. Oh, sorry. Damn it. Yeah, you have this. You control your those two buttons right here. If you're in mode A, you switch instruments, and if you're in mode B, you can switch patches. So I'm going to switch back to Thor, and now I'm going to switch to this one right here, and you can. Oh, yeah, that's the effect if I want to show something on the internet. God damn it! But you get the idea. Let's try it once again. Wrong instrument. Nice, perfect. So let's load another patch to show it to you how it works. Oh, doesn't it work? It doesn't work. God damn it! Now it should work. Cool. I'm not going to leave this. Cool. So now you get the idea. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Nice. Cool. So this is cool. You can quickly jump around like that. You can also switch your sequencer. You see, I'm changing. If you change the instrument, it changes also for you in the sequencer. And let's delete this one. You can go back to the beginning of your song, or wherever you can just switch positions. And let's get pre-click here. You hit the record button. Oh, wrong instrument. We have it recorded, and now I'm switching directly to another instrument and I play instantly, So that's it. You can go back, you can play, stop, you can, okay, let's listen to that. Wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. Let's listen. Yeah, let's go back. Nice little fader, good job. And you don't have to use your mouse as much anymore, which I like. So that's probably all I can say right now about this keyboard. Yeah, so my decision was primarily based on the build quality. I like the build quality, the sturdy, heavy feeling of it. The pads are definitely something that I like, and the faders. And I was sure when I bought this keyboard that it had a reason auto mapping for me. Excuse me. And yeah, the build quality, the pads, the faders, and the keys. So that's about it. Oh yeah, one last thing I can show you is Aftertouch, because that was something I wasn't sure what that was supposed to be. But Aftertouch is pretty cool, and there are some instruments in Reason that support it. Pretty fucking neat. Because what it means is, if you hit your keys, you can, after you hit them, right, you can still do sound with it. You can, if you wobble it or you give them a slight aftertouch. That's what it says, right? That sounds pretty great, and you can do some awesome stuff right there. Yeah, I didn't show you this kind of stuff here, but You know, as a recent user, you know that you can set the modulation wheel to all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, I have to say that I'm okay with this keyboard. I like it. I will use it a lot, and I'm happy with it. If you have any questions or, you know, whatever, just leave a comment. And thanks for watching.